Okay, today I'm going to be running the magnifying transmitter that I built and tuned to transmit at a frequency of 168 kilohertz, or 168,000 hertz. So I noticed in my previous videos about the magnifying transmitter in the comments that people think that one receiving coil built to receive the power from this magnifying transmitter will only power one LED light bulb. This is not the case. It can power many LED light bulbs on one receiving coil. I also noticed in the comments that people want to know how many LEDs I could run off of this thing. Well, considering I'm feeding the tank circuit with 50,000 watts from this transformer, I could at least run 50,000 watts. But I know I can run a little bit more than that, because this whole thing is a transformer as well. And this transformer is far bigger than this one. One thing that's special about this transformer, the magnifying transmitter, is that it can tune to certain frequencies. I also see in the comments that people want to know how this is wireless. Well, this is like a radio transmitter and the receiving coil is like a radio. The only difference being this electricity is sent into the ground or the earth, and the earth behaves as the wire. So instead of stringing up telephone poles, you have the whole planet Earth, or the whole sphere of Earth is the wire. First, I will throw the switch for the rotary spark gap. The rotary spark gap acts as a switch which opens and closes at a certain frequency to control the charging of the capacitors in the tank circuit, which includes the primary of the magnifying transmitter, which is an inductor, and the capacitors. That primary of the magnifying transmitter is also the primary of the transformer, because the magnifying transmitter is a transformer. So this 400 amp knife switch right here goes to the transformer, which feeds the tank circuit, so that 50,000 watt transformer. This meter right here shows how many amps the magnifying transmitter is pulling. And this thing right here is a welder that I'm using to ballast the transformer, because if I didn't do that, it would take in more and more current until it caused a brownout. Okay, here we go. Now I will light this fluorescent tube wirelessly.